This week was one of those weeks na parang walang isang big event pero ang daming nangyari.
Hello everyone! Welcome back to our channel.
For those who are new here, we're TC and NK and this channel is basically our online diary. Our life here in the province, our 6 dogs, our relationship, our small business, and everything in between. So for today, samahan nyo kami for another week in our life. Hello Mama House! Marami tayong gagawin today. Birthday ni Chili Bay today, plus meron tayong meeting. Ito yung bagong ine-endorse ng Ballay de Eschilo. Hindi pa namin formally napopost yung gagawin namin, pero mamaya makikita niyo. Most of our days were spent here at Ballay de Eschilo, working on orders, planning for the business, and preparing something exciting for one of our B2B collaborations. Magta-12:10 na mga mahal. Ngayon, kakatapos na namin i-prepare lahat yung contracts for sa meeting natin mamaya. And air mist, pakita ko sa inyo. Ito yung ginawa namin para kay Versosa. So, sample lang to mga mahal. Sample lang siya. Sinil namin para magdikit din yung sticker. So, ito yung sample sticker niya. And yung scent dito, ito yung sinadjust niya na gusto niya ng bestseller. Pero titignan natin, dala din namin yung tester ng mga ibang air mist para malaman namin kung meron ba siyang gustong ipa-blend or wala na. So, papunta na kami sa Versosa Auto Detailing Studio. Tapos, mga mahal, ito yung bagong product ng Ballay de Eschilo na mag-curate kami or magbe-blend kami ng signature scent para sa mga businesses. Let's say, auto spa or let's say, Airbnb. Diba? Or kung ano pa yung naiisip nyo na pwede ding lagyan ng signature scent nyo para mas memorable sa mga clients nyo.
Avail nyo na. Hindi lang yan pagsakyan mga mahal. Same lang din yan sa mga Airbnb. Imbes na bumili kayo ng tigi-isa na mga 250 ml, meron kaming offer din for Airbnb. Diba? Kung gusto nyo ng scent na parang staple ng LBDE, pwede. Pero kung gusto nyo mag-blend kami ng own, pwede rin. Kung saan kayo masaya, supportahan namin kayo.
One of the more exciting things happening for us lately is our B2B collaborations. This is actually one part of Ballay de Eschilo that we've been slowly developing. Aside sa regular products namin, we also get to work with other businesses and create something specifically for their brand. Sometimes sa customized product, minsan pang giveaway, minsan naman magde-develop ng signature scent specifically for a business. Nakauwi na kami mga mahal. So, smooth naman yung naging transaction kanina. So, bale, isasabay namin sa production yung sa Hermes nila. And then, inenext natin yung sa Bungad Auto Spa. So, mag-edit din ako ng sticker. So, silang dalawa, inofera natin sila no ating new B2B venture niya. So, if may business kayo na gusto nyo lagyan ng signature scent nyo, try nyo mga mahals magpagawa sa Ballay de Eschilo signature scent para sa negosyo nyo mga mahal. Pwede yan sa Airbnb, pwede yan sa mga salon, sa mga spa, pwede rin siya sa mga car wash, pwede rin siya sa kahit anong business na maisip nyong lagyan ng scent.
And honestly, this part is really exciting for us because scent is very personal. When we're creating something for another business, we don't just ask, ano bang mabango? Ano ba yung gustong maamoy ng mga tao pag pupunta sila sa place or mismong business premises nila? Gusto ba nila na amoy fresh, clean, warm, relaxing, luxurious, or something people will eventually recognize as their scent? Because imagine walking into a place smelling something familiar and immediately knowing, this is their scent. That's the goal.
Siyempre, maraming trial and error yan. Minsan, mag-iisip kami ng certain scent combination. Tapos pag naamoy namin, hindi siya mag-work. So, next ulit. Pero yun yung fun part eh. Mag-a-adjust ka na mag-a-adjust hanggang sa ma-feel mo na ito na yun, ang bango na.
And seeing Ballay de Eschilo slowly enter this kind of space is something we're really grateful for. When we started this business, ang dami namin ginagawa ngayon na hindi namin inaakala na magagawa namin siya.
Collaborations, customized products, creating signature scents for other businesses, and meeting other entrepreneurs. Sometimes you're so focused on where you still want to go that you forget to look back and realize how much has already changed. And of course, marami pa kaming gustong gawin. We still have a lot of plans for Ballay de Eschilo. But we're also trying to learn how to appreciate the season we're currently in.
Because one day, this exact version of our business, this shop, this routine, these problems that we're trying to solve right now might become something we look back on and miss.
Good morning, mga mahal! Nandito tayo sa shop. Punta tayo ng ulam ni TC. So, may dalawa tayong pupuntahan. Yung Humble G at saka yung Dominica. Ito kami bibili ng ulam. Budget meal lang. Ano yun? Mga lutong bahay.
And outside of the business, life here in the province is still very simple. And honestly, that's probably one of the things we love the most about living here. There are stressful days, especially when we're busy at the shop, but when you drive around Vigan or somewhere in Ilocos Sur, and everything suddenly feels slower. The roads, the old houses, the fields, the trees, there's something about province life that makes you slow down a little.
We lived in busier places before and sometimes we still miss certain things about the city. But for the season we're in right now, this kind of life really works for us. Simple, familiar, and peaceful. Pag meat and gulay, 65. Pero kapag gulay lang, 60 pesos. Bili tayo ng ice. Hello po. Pabili po ng ice. Thank you. Okay. Thank you po. Balik na tayo sa shop.
So yun mga mahals, dahil it's 9:45 ng umaga, kakain ako ng early lunch and late breakfast. Ayun kung late breakfast to, pero yun siya. Ito, binili na NK to for me and sa may karinderya. Very malinis yung mga karinderya dito din sa Vigan, mga mahal. See? Ito yung budget meal. Gulay! Shenene! Ayan o, puro gulay. Hindi ako mahilig sa karne. So yun. Ganda.
Oo, binidyoan ko yun.
Ang ganda-ganda niya.
Ang G.
Hilig ako sa gulay kasi mga mahal eh. Yan yung ano eh. Hindi ko kumain ng gulay.
Budget nito, 60 pesos. Sobrang tipid, may kasama ng rice. Yan, so kakain na si TC Girl.
Ito yung talaga nagpapagudlod ng umaga ko ngayon. Gulay. Ano sa'yo, Behen?
Soy.
Chop suey?
Bumibili kami ng ice kasi si TC kailangan niya ng mas malinis na tubig. Kaya bumibili kami ng pH 9 yung water. Katulad nito, pH 9 kasi nga yung germ niya sobrang nag-trigger na. So, kailangan niya magpalit ng tubig. Wala kasi dito sa Vigan na kuhanan ng alkaline water. And ayon din niyang iris kasi mas nakakainom daw siya ng tubig kapag naka-per bottle na ganyan. Kaya gagawa kami ng coffee sa bahay. Tapos, bili kami ng ice dito. Then yung excess ilalagay namin sa mga.
Hello mga mahal! So, pupunta tayo sa bagong cafe dito sa Vigan. Malapit lang siya sa shop, kaya walking distance lang. So, naglalakad na kami ni TC papunta doon.
And somewhere in between all the work, we also got to enjoy all the simple things we love about living here in the province. Trying a new coffee shop here in Vigan, going for a quick ice cream date, and just appreciating life lately.
Ito, Alex Cafe. Malapit lang siya sa Calle Crisostomo. Sobrang walking distance niya and malapit lang din siya sa shop. So mga siguro 2 to 3 minutes walk lang. Super lapit lang. So try niyo ito mga mahals. Bago lang to, Alex Cafe.
And speaking of supporting local businesses, we also got to visit a new coffee shop here in Vigan City called Alex Cafe. Na-enjoy namin makakita ng mga businesses na nag-open dito sa lugar namin because obviously as small business owners ourselves, we know how much courage it takes to start something.
Behind every new cafe, restaurant, shop, or small brand, there's usually someone taking a risk. Someone investing their money, someone hoping customers will come, someone working behind the scenes, and even when nobody sees it. But what really caught our attention about Alex Cafe was the story behind the business and how they chose to entrust it to God.
Bakit niyo po naisipan cafe?
Cafe.
Food,
Okay.
Your love for food?
Because when I was 7 years old, manifesting ko talaga to have this. Sabi ko, every time na lumalabas ako, pag may nakikita akong magandang mga kainan, sabi ko, someday gusto ko may ganyan din ako. So while growing up, nasiset na sa mind ko na I have to kasi I was exposed na ako sa food industry. So kasi may kainan kami sa Iloilo, parang most likely like Gazel. So sabi ko, sige. Hanggang sa family business, and then nag-start ako ng home-based na food, and then Itong si Ninang Bia, ng Vigan Fortune,
Oo.
sabi niya, bakit mo tinatago yung mga food mo? Why not sell? So, the first bulk order, sila. Sila yung nag-order sa akin. Birthday ni Ninong Cirilo yun. So, nag-order siya ng 20 bucks. Tuwang-tuwa ako kasi sabi ko, halang sarap pala. Sabi ko, so start nun, yun na, nagbabasar na ako. Tapos, after that, na-realize namin ni Tito Sam yun na it's about time na to have our physical store. Kasi yung mga other regular customer ko, naghahanap na. Ang init. Bigyan mo na kami ng comfortable place na anytime available yung mga paninda. So that's the time na we decided to have this Alec Cafe name kay Alec na anak namin ni Tito Sam.
Napansin po namin na punong-puno ng verses
Yes.
ng cafe niyo.
Because everything that we have right now is from God. We prayed for this place na someday magkakaroon kami. And then, this is my favorite. When the time is right, the Lord, will make it happen. Kung ibibigay niya sa'yo, everything is provided. The location, yung mga trabahador, even the staff na hard ko. As in, parang ulan lang siya na binibigay ni Lord.
Wow.
Chef, as hindi pa ako nagpo-post ng as in to the max na hiring. Pero may dumadaan, ma'am, hiring po kayo. Sabi ko sa second batch na lang, palubos ni Apo. So, yun. This is God's gift talaga. And then the reason why then na I decided to have our own cafe kasi pag may bazaar, hindi siya regular. So na-stress ako nag-iisip paano ko sila magbibigyan ng pangkabuhayan na hindi ma-compromise sila, hindi sila mawawalan ng source of income. So sabi ko, it's about time na rin kasi dito permanent job na nila and then yun.
So, bali ang iniisip niyo is mainly yung source of income
Ng mga staff ko na hindi sila mawawalan ng trabaho.
Sobrang selfless, grabe.
Oo, kasi sabi ko naman, okay naman kami kahit papano. Meron naman nag-order ng mga coffee shop kahit papano. Pero hindi siya consistent na mabibigyan ko sila ng ano. Kasi ako, I'm just doing this everything because it's my passion. And happiness ko talaga. Even doing my croissant na napakahirap gumawa ng croissant.
totoo po yan.
Iniyakan ko yan. Sabi ko, give up na ako kasi ang hirap yung croissant. And then sabi ni Tito Sam, bumili ka ng mahal na machine. Tapos ayaw mo na mag-croissant. Mag-aral ka ulit. So hanap ulit siya ng chef na magtuturo sa akin. So bago ako na happy sa croissant ko, tatlong chef ako na nagturo talaga sa akin. And then everything is okay na, happy na ako.
Wow. Maganda po.
And that really resonated with us. Because that's something we also try to practice with Ballay de Eschilo. When you're running a business, you can plan everything. You can calculate your costs, you can work on your branding, you can create your products, you can run ads, you can post every day. You can work as hard as possibly can. But at the end of the day, there are still so many things that are outside of your control. And there is something comforting about being able to say, Lord, we'll do our part, but this business is yours. For us, surrendering your business to God doesn't mean you stop working hard. You still show up, you still plan, you still make difficult decisions, you still try your best. But you also recognize that not everything that happened is because of your own ability. Sometimes an opportunity comes at exactly at the right time. Sometimes someone supports you when you least expect it. Sometimes a door opens that you didn't even know was there. And may mga panahon na at masasabi mo na lang, God provided.
That's why we really appreciate businesses that aren't afraid to acknowledge their faith. And we pray that God continues to bless Alex Cafe, the people behind it, and the business they're building here in Vigan. There is actually a verse that fits this really well. Proverbs chapter 16 verse 3 says, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans." And that's also one of the things we're trying to remember in our own journey. We have a lot of dreams for Ballay de Eschilo, for this YouTube channel, for our relationship, for our family, for our future. But more than getting everything we want, our prayer is that what we're building is aligned with what God wants for our lives.
Alex Cafe. It's very good. Nice. Go to Alex Cafe. Uy, mura lang. So, meron silang all-day breakfast. Uy, ang mura ng coffee niya. Baby ba? Malakas, no?
Most of our time has really been revolving around Ballay de Eschilo. And I think that's just the reality when you're running your own small business. There are days when something exciting is happening, but most days it's really just showing up and doing the work.
Opening the shop, checking orders, answering messages, preparing products, checking stocks, packing orders, creating content, planning promos, and talking to customers. And the next day, you do it all over again.
Sometimes, when people see a business online, they only see the finished product. They see the photos, the packaging, the orders, the shop, and the launches. But behind all that are so many small things that need to happen every single day. And honestly, we're still learning.
So may mga bagay na ginagawa kami or pinaplano na nag-work naman at may mga bagay din naman na hindi. Meron kaming days na sobrang busy namin, meron din namang days na sobrang tahimik lang.
May mga panahon na feeling mo super motivated ka and may mga panahon din naman na feeling mo super pagod ka. But I think one thing we've learned is that running a business is really about consistency. You keep showing up even when things aren't exciting. And we're very grateful because every order that comes in means someone decided to support something that we built from scratch.
That's something we never want to take for granted. And after all the business talk, of course, kailangan din natin ng konting break. So we ended up having a quick ice cream date at Alba.
Nandito kami sa Alba. So, papakita ko sa inyo. Sila yung gumagawa ng ice cream dito na iba-iba yung flavors. So, matambay nga kami dito sa Alba. So, pakita ko sa inyo yung mga ice cream nila.
And honestly, these kinds of dates have become some of our favorites. Nothing fancy, nothing that needs to be planned weeks ahead. Sometimes it's really just, tara ice cream tayo. That's it. And habang tumatanda at nagiging busy tayo, we've realized that you really have to be intentional about making time for each other. Especially when you're also business partners. Because if you're not careful, every conversation becomes about work. Orders, stocks, customers, content, bills, problems, plans. So sometimes, even a 30-minute ice cream date is enough to remind you that you're not just running a business together. You're also partners in life.
And that's something we don't want to forget. We don't always need a fancy restaurant or an expensive trip to call something a date. Sometimes it's coffee, ice cream, or it's just driving around and talking about random things. And those simple moments end up becoming some of the best ones. So yeah, that's basically life lately. Working at Ballay de Eschilo, trying to grow the business, working on B2B collaboration, supporting other local businesses, enjoying our quiet province life.
Finding time for each other, and learning to trust God with whatever comes next. Nothing too dramatic, nothing too glamorous, just real life. And maybe that's something we're learning more and more. Not every season of your life has to be loud. Sometimes growth looks like showing up every day, doing the same small things consistently.
Taking care of what God has already placed in your hands and appreciating the life you have while still working towards the life you're praying for. Because sometimes we're so busy asking God for the next big blessing that we forget that we're already living inside some of the prayers we prayed years ago.
So nanalo ako ng free na parang waffle chuchu. Anong tawag dyan?
Waffle crisp.
Yes, nanalo ako. So ang in-order ko is merong Toblerone chuchu. So if you're also in a season where life feels repetitive or slow, maybe this is your reminder that not all progress is obvious. Sometimes you're building something even when it doesn't feel like it. Just keep showing up, keep doing your part, and trust God with the rest.
Second round of our orders. So, kanina nag-ice cream muna kami. Ngayon nag-drinky bells na kami. So, she ordered matcha latte. Tama ba?
Matcha.
Sa akin is
Banawag House Brew Iced Tea. Own blend ni Alba.
Sobrang nag-hesitate ako umorder kasi nga inatake ako ng acidity. Acidity. Letter T. For Tissy. Kaya lang, nakakamoy ko yung parang si Duncan Capri. Parang grapefruit.
Grapefruit.
It's yummy! Sarap. I like it. Hindi ka mahilig sa matcha, pwede tikman natin. Taste test.
Masarap ang matcha.
Hindi ka mahilig sa matcha. Gusto ko to. I mean, sa lahat ng matcha na pinatikim ito, yung lasang siya eh, yung iniinom kong green tea lang, yung walang milk. Sarap!
And with that, that's it for this week's vlog.
Thank you so much for spending another week with us. Thank you for continuing to support Ballay de Eschilo, for watching our videos, and for being part of this little online diary that we're creating.
If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. And if you've been here for a while, thank you for staying with us through all the different seasons of our life.
From our little shop here in Vigan to our business journey, our 6 dogs, our random coffee runs, and ice cream dates.
We're happy that we get to share all of it with you.
And as always, we'll see you in the next vlog. Bye, everyone!